Hello students, welcome to Legacy As Academy. In today's video, we are going to discuss about a project that is witnessing a large-scale protest in the northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh, India. The project is referred as Upper Siang Project. This is a dam construction project, and we are trying to understand in this video that what is the concern and the reason behind the protest, and overall what is the purpose and what this project is all about. So let us try to understand this in the context of the news that has come regarding this particular project. So recently, Union Minister of Power Manohar Lal Khattar was about to visit the state of Arunachal Pradesh, and this visit was related to the development of hydroelectricity and specifically related to the development of Upper Siang Dam project. However, a lot of people started to protest, and even two anti-dam activists were put under preventive detention as well. The police has claimed that they have received the report that these two protesters who have been arrested, they were likely to attempt to cause a public order issue during the rally or meeting of the power minister. However, the activists on the other hand have rejected the claim, and they said that they simply wanted to give a memorandum to the power minister regarding the contentious proposed Upper Siang multi-purpose storage project. So this is overall the news, and we are trying to discuss, or will try to discuss this issue in the context of this particular news. So first of all, if we try to understand about the Upper Siang project. Now, Upper Siang here refers to the Siang River. Siang River is nothing but the river Brahmaputra that flows by the name of Brahmaputra in the Assam. Actually, river Brahmaputra originates from Tibet. So in Tibet, it is referred as Yarlung Sangpo River, and then it enters into Arunachal Pradesh near Namcha Barwa after taking a U-turn. And in Arunachal Pradesh, the river is known by the name of Siang, and then near the region of Sadia, it enters the state of Assam, where it is known by the name of Brahmaputra, the most common name, and then it further flows after taking a 90-degree turn from the region of Assam, that is called as Dhubri, and then in the Bangladesh, the river is known by the name of Jamuna. So it is the same river stream that is known by four different names in four different geographical regions. So obviously the dam that is going to be constructed is on the Siang River, the upper course of Siang River. That is why the project is referred as Upper Siang Project. Now if you look at this project itself, it is a proposed project with an overall capacity of generating 11,000 megawatt of hydroelectricity. And this project is also located in the district of Assam, that district of Arunachal Pradesh, that is called as Upper Siang district. In 2017, the first time the proposal was given, because initially the proposal was to develop two different hydroelectric or hydropower projects with 5,500 megawatt capacity, and the second having 3,750 megawatt capacity. So in 2017, this was scrapped, and now government said that rather than having two different projects, we'll have a single multi-purpose project of higher capacity, and that will be higher than even the proposed project before, up to 11,000 megawatt. And this entire project will be developed by a PSU, that is Public Sector Enterprise of India, that is known by the name of NHPC, National Hydroelectric Power Corporation. This is the corporation that is responsible for the construction, development of dam and generation of hydroelectricity from major projects across the Indian rivers. The project would entail the construction of a river dam that will be at a height of 300 meters. And the most important and significant point we have to understand here, that once this project is completed, once this 300-meter high dam is constructed over the Upper Siang River, this will be the largest dam not only in India but also in Indian subcontinent. Largest means we are talking about in terms of the capacity, in terms of the height of the dam. So that makes it a very interesting and significant project that we have to look forward to. Now, if you talk about the Siang River itself, briefly, as we have discussed, Siang River originates from Mount Kailash. Mount Kailash, that is in Tibet. So from Mount Kailash, the river originates, flows in the west to east direction up to the Namcha Barwa hill of Himalayas, where it takes a U-turn, and then after it flows into the state of Arunachal Pradesh. So that is how we can explain the course of river Siang. And on the river Siang, several sites are there where feasibility survey or pre-feasibility survey has been done, that where dams can be constructed. So 3-4 major sites are outlined here. For example, we have Yugeng, we have Ditedaim, and we have Para. So these are the 3 major sites, pre-feasibility sites in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Now, if you look at the hydroelectricity capacity, Arunachal Pradesh is largely having a mountainous terrain because of the presence of great Himalayas as well as Shivalik ranges that is extends to this state. So, if you look at the data released by the Central Electricity Authority of India, it said that there are total 29 hydroelectric projects with an installed capacity of over 25 megawatts. Basically, any hydropower project with a capacity less than 25 megawatts are called as a small hydropower. So, if you're talking about large hydropower, so total 29 such hydroelectric projects are there in the Siang River basin alone, with a combined installed capacity of 18,326 megawatt. Now, imagine and understand the significance of this project. This will add 11,000. This single project, proposed project, that is Upper Siang, will add single-handedly 11,000 megawatts more. That means almost 1.7 to 1.8 times increase in capacity we will observe as far as the development or generation of hydroelectricity is concerned. So, proposed Upper Siang project installed capacity is roughly 60% of this figure. That is other way how we can explain it. The dam is being projected as not only a dam with a sole purpose of generating hydroelectricity, but also it is being portrayed as a strategic imperative to counter China's hydel project on the Shangpo River. Again, as we know, it is the other name of Brahmaputra in the Tibet. So China already has proposed several projects, and already some projects have been completed in the upper course of the Shangpo River. So the construction of Upper Siang project will counter such trend. Now let us try to understand this in more detail. So first of all, the major concern with the Chinese project that Indian government has with is called as Mekong Dam, Midog Dam. Midog Dam is being developed or will be developed in the Midog County of Tibet. So Midog Dam is also being referred these days as a super dam. Why super dam? Because if you look at the global scale, as of now, the largest dam in the world is located in China. That has been developed over the Yangtze Kiang River in the Hubei province of China. This dam is also the largest dam as of now. And if you compare the proposed Midog Super Dam, it will even have a capacity 3 times that of the Yangtze River, that is 3 Gorges Dam. So obviously, it will have enormous impact in overall the volume of water that will flow in the India and Bangladesh through the Brahmaputra River once this super dam is completed. So basically, if you are developing or if China is developing this kind of dam, constructing this kind of dam, it will be used to divert water to China's water scarce northern region. And officials have stated that the Upper Siang project will act as a reservoir to counter the effects of potentially reduced flow. So that we know that entire Assam, and not only Assam, the lower riparian region of Bangladesh depends to a large extent as far as the farming is concerned on the water flow of Brahmaputra River. So after the completion of Midog Dam, obviously the water flow will reduce. In that case, the reservoir that will be developed as a result of Upper Siang project will act as a counter to it. So that is the main reason or a strategic reason behind development of this particular project. If you take a look at the river Brahmaputra or Yarlung Zhangpo as it is called in Tibet, on this particular river, several projects are there which are operational. For example, you'll see all these green areas, green dots you are seeing along the course of river Yarlung. These are all operational dams, not only on Yarlung River but also on the tributaries. Then some dams are there in the Lhasa region. And then you have some plant dams that you are seeing from here on the eastern course of the river Yarlung. Now, this dam that we are talking about, the super dam, Midog Dam, it will have a capacity of 60 gigawatts. That means almost we can understand 6 times, almost 6 times greater than the proposed Upper Siang project. And this is proposed exactly near the bend where Brahmaputra River, as we can see, bend along the Namcha Barwa peak, and it enters into Arunachal Pradesh. So just before it enters into Arunachal Pradesh, that is exactly where Midog Dam has been proposed. So that is why we are talking about a significant impact it will have over the river flow in the water flow in the river Brahmaputra in the coming future, and Upper Siang will try to counter it to some extent. Now, what is the concern and why the protest is being observed in the Arunachal Pradesh? So, total three major organizations are there in the state, three anti-dam organizations we can say, the Siang Indigenous Farmers Forum, Dibang Resistance and Northeast Human Rights. These are the organizations which are basically protesting against this dam, and these organizations intended to give Khattar concerns regarding the projects both. They say that this project, if completed, will have both adverse impact on the environment of the region as well as on the society of the region. So basically this is that the such kind of project threatens the ancestral abode, that means the living part or living place of the tribals inhabiting this area, not only for the people but also this region is having biodiversity, very huge biodiversity, diverse ecosystem and delicate ecosystems, wildlife habitats. So all this will also be risk if this dam is completed. Not only that, as a result of the development and construction of the dam, we know that a large area will become submerged underwater. So the people who are residing in this area will have to be moved out of that region. So obviously a large scale displacement of the local communities due to the project is another area or matter of concern, and the organizations believe that the project will cause submergence of more than 300 villages that belong to the local tribe known by the name of Adi tribe. As you can see from the photograph here, Adi tribe reside in the Upper Siang district of Arunachal Pradesh. So including the Upper Siang district headquarters of Yangcheong, that will also be submerged. So it is precisely because of this region the organizations are protesting. Now, what is the government reaction or how government has reacted to this particular concerns? So first of all, authorities have said that they feel that the masses has not been given very clearly and the people are not aware about the significance of the project. So to make sure, the authorities are in the process of launching a massive public outreach campaign in the district to drum up support for the project. Not only that, the NHPC, the organization responsible for the project, has sanctioned 325 crore rupees of CSR, that is corporate social responsibility package, which will be used for the implementation of the livelihood scheme. Obviously, when the people are getting displaced from their areas, they have to find new jobs, new opportunities to feed themselves, and this money can then help in ensuring livelihood for the people as well as the development of basic infrastructure such as healthcare, education, as well as sports infrastructure. So this will be helpful in again rehabilitation of the people. There are a number of different activities going on, and the officials said that they are in the middle of enabling surveys for a pre-feasibility survey. And in the Upper Siang, DC Hage Lailang has talked about this. So these are the steps that the government has taken recently in the support of this project. However, in conclusion, what we can say that activists are mainly concerned because this project is being framed in the national interest term. And why it is important? Because if you look at the provisions of the last year's amendment that was done in the Forest Conservation Act, now as per the Forest Conservation Amendment Act, it exempts clearance and the diversion of forest land for strategic projects within 100 km from India's border. And as this dam will be under or within 100 km of India's border, if this Upper Siang project is being portrayed as a project in national interest, then this clause will kick in. And that is why the clearances that is required for the diversion of forest land will no longer be required, and it can be done very easily. So that is the other area where the activists are placing their concern. So the portrayal of the Upper Siang Dam as a national security relevant project is problematic given the history of anti-dam resistance that this region has witnessed, mainly to protect the local people as well as the local biodiversity. So this is all what we have to understand in the context of the protest going on against the Upper Siang project. We also have discussed about the relevance and significance of this project. Now, how all these this decisions of the government and the protest unfolds, we have to wait and watch and see what finally happens. But that's all for this particular video. Thank you very much.